And as always, TxDOT's working hard, keeping roads as safe as possible today. We are watching the clock for when it will get above the freezing mark. Right now, we are at the freezing mark, according to that on the bottom of the screen right there. Jeff Barker joins us now live from TxDOT's Emergency Operations Center. Jeff, thanks for taking the time. I know you've been very busy today. What are you seeing on the roads right now as far as conditions go?
Yeah, Rob, first of all, thanks for having me. And I'll echo what your crew's already said. Conditions are improving slowly but surely, especially compared to some of the icy conditions we saw this morning around much of the Austin area. Now, that said, we are not out of the woods yet. Our crews are still out treating roadways across the area with more of our brine solution. Here in the TxDOT EOC, as you mentioned, we have a team monitoring conditions all hours of the day until this event ends. Any specific impacts we see, we're responding to and treating immediately. And we are continuing to remind folks as well, if possible, please stay home and off the roads to keep yourself and everybody else as safe as possible.
Now, you said you're not out of the woods. That's because, of course, we are going to warm up above freezing. We're expected to. And tonight, it's going to refreeze. And that's really the more dangerous part, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And our crews are working around the clock to make sure that the roads remain passable for those who need them the most. And it's an important reminder that during these winter weather events, that starts with emergency responders and essential workers. So you see some video right here of our crew spraying brine down on the road. This was actually last week on Friday. They pre-treated the roads with that brine solution. It's a saltwater mixture that we always talk about that helps prevent ice from bonding onto the roadway. And that work continued into the weekend. And then obviously, once the winter weather arrived, we've continued to treat the roadways with that brine solution.
How long do you think you'll be treating the roads for? And how long will these roads be treacherous for?
We'll be treating the roads for however long we need to. As I've said, we have crews working around the clock to monitor conditions. If anything comes up, we have crews ready to be dispatched to go treat the roadways as needed.
And again, even though you guys are working hard, it's a lot of the issue is people trying to leave their house, get out of their neighborhood, get out of their, in fact, driveway. That's just something people have to think about, right? Even though we're saying, hey, the major interstates are okay, you got to get there.
Sure, and that's why it's an important reminder. Again, I know we sound like a broken record whenever we have winter weather like this, but please stay off the roads if possible. Stay home if you're able to. Enjoy the snow day and have some fun with that. If you do have to drive, it is important to remind people, please drive to conditions, and a reminder of what that means. First and foremost, it means slow down, keep plenty of space between you and the vehicle in front of you, brake and accelerate slowly, especially if you do run into some icy conditions out there on the road. Avoid bridges and overpasses and those elevated ramps. I know I've heard your crews talk about that a bunch as well. And that's really important because those are the areas that tend to freeze first. And then last but not least, know before you go, you can visit drivetexas.org to check out the latest roadway conditions and potential closures.
Well, we appreciate all that you're doing. And no matter what kind of car you have, sports car, truck, doesn't matter. Please take it slow out there, not just for you, but for everybody else. Jeff Barker from TxDOT, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.